Good evening.
I hope you guys have a wonderful evening and welcome to this class. Today, I'd like to take you through a unit of competence called Introduction to Programming, and it will be Introduction to Programming in Pascal. So I'll be sharing my slides so that you can have a look. When you see the screen, you let me know so that I don't share when it is not presenting. I don't start presenting when it is not sharing, sorry. So are you able to see my screen? Hello?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay, so before that, let me just take you a little bit back. Mhm. In this lesson, we shall, our objectives will be primarily three. We shall look at the definition of terminologies. We'll look at the definition of a program. We'll identify types of programming languages, then identify programming concepts, then we write a simple Pascal program. So welcome guys. Now what is a program? Before I give you a formal definition, could I have a few hands up so that we see if we know um, this term program? What is a program? A computer program? Yes? Okay. Silence means we don't know it. So let me go straight to the definition. A computer program is a series of organized instructions that direct a computer to perform tasks. Without programs, computers are useless. A program is like a recipe. It contains a list of variables called ingredients and a list of statements called directions that tells the computer what to do with the variables. Okay, yeah, so that is what a program is in a computer. So those who do or those who make these programs are called programmers, and these programs are the ones that actually help us in processing data. Okay, so our next area of concern or our next objective is programming languages. Uh, we have different programming languages. These ones are classified according to one, structured programming languages, object-oriented programming languages, event-driven programming languages. Now, I'd like us to look at each and every one so that we can know the difference between them, why we classify them that way. Now, what are structured programming languages? These are programming languages that follow a particular paradigm or a particular flow. They are built from in structured form. For instance, Pascal and C programming languages. Object-oriented programming languages. These are programming languages that actually have got their structures or their themselves built into objects and classes, and these classes are the ones that implement functionalities and the object. So you find that in object-oriented programming, you don't just deal with the structure, you deal with the objects, you also deal with the classes. And here is where we have uh, concepts like object orientation, we have inheritance, we have polymorphism, and abstraction, data abstraction, and even encapsulation. So examples of these languages are like Java and C++. For our case, level 6, we will deal with C++. We can go to next types of programming languages. Still, we have event-driven programming languages. These are languages that are held by events. They define events and they define what happens when, or they specify what happens when click events or certain events like mouse click, mouse over, clicks, input from keyboards, input from the mouse. Those are event driven. So an example is Visual Basic. Now, programming concepts. They are also called programming paradigms. A programming paradigm is a style or a way of writing or doing a program. Some of the paradigms include imperative, control flow of an explicit sequence of commands, declarative, programs state the result you want, not how you get it, structured. Programs have a clean, go-to-free, nested control structures, procedural, imperative programming with procedure calls, functional. Computation proceeds by nested functions, calls that avoid any global state, function level or combinator. Programs have no variables. Object-oriented. Computation is effected by sending messages to objects. Objects have states and behavior. Alright, so any question up to that point? Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yes. So let us look at program structure. When you are coming up with a Pascal program structure, we are going to focus majorly on structured programming this term. And with structured programming, I told you we have two, that is C and Pascal. So we're going to look at Pascal today. To write a Pascal program, you need a header file, or you need a head. So in the program head, that is where you write the keyword program and then the name of your program. Like for instance, in my case, I will write hello world. So head of the program must contain the keyword program, and then there is a header file that we are calling, or there is a library that we are calling. It uses CRT, as you can see here. The main, then after that we go to the begin command, and after that the main code block starts. So the main code block, I just have one statement, write line hello world, a simple output statement in Pascal. So if you want to output to the screen, you will use the keyword write line, and then there is a read key. This terminates the program when a key is pressed. Then you end the body of the main program by using the keyword end with a full stop. So note, words enclosed in curly brackets or in brackets with asterisks, both ends, means that those ones are comments, so the compiler will just ignore them. Okay, so let's explain this program. The first line of the program is hello world. It indicates the name of the program and has got by the sides program in lowercase. So hello world is the name of the program. The second line of the program uses CRT, is a preprocessor command which tells the compiler to include the CRT unit before going to the actual compilation. This CRT unit is the one that has got inside it's where the write line and the read key and even the read line commands stored, so that when you use them, your program will actually know them, or will actually know where to get them or where they are defined. So the next line of code is enclosed within the begin and the end statements, and this is the main block or the main body of the program. The begin statement of the program block is where the program's execution begins. The statement writeLine hello world uses the writeLine function available in the Pascal, which causes the hello world to be displayed or printed on your screen. The statement readKey allows the display to pause until the user presses a key from the keyboard, so that your program doesn't just flash the screen and then goes away. So it will pause and wait for any strike from the keyboard before exiting the program. So it is part of the CR unit, a unit in the library of Pascal. The last statement is the end with a period, or the end with a full stop. This one terminates your program, or this one ends your program, execution of your program. So an assignment for you before you ask a question, I would like you to write the syntax of a Pascal program, and before the next class, please guys read and make short notes on program design tools. Any question? Any question? Any question? Can I get feedback before we call it a lesson?
We have understood.
Thank you, Joseph or Joy Wayne, Jonas, Sam, and Josephat. What is your feedback?
Yes, thank you. I think that was well done.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Asanteni sana. If you have any comment, you can put it on the section, on the comment section. You guys are wonderful. Have a good evening. See you in the next
Bye.
lesson.